With the third pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sam Darnold, quarterback, USC.
So there he is, 20 years old. In other words, almost half the age of Josh McCown.
As Sam Darnold has lived up to, and in many people's estimation, exceeded the expectations in New York for what the USC quarterback could become in year one.
Sam Darnold is the starter of the Jets. Let's get into the rebuild. What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Realistic Rebuilds, as voted on by you guys. The Sam Darnold era has begun in New York. You want to see this one, and I agree. It is about time we give the Jets their opportunity at a rebuild. If you remember last year, the very first rebuild we did was the New York Jets, and because I'm a football god, I'm the Nostradamus of this shit, I called Sam Darnold getting drafted to the Jets. Look at that. This is IRL, fellas. IRL Sam Darnold on the Jets. Look at the kid's flow. Guy must drop so much money on hair conditioner. So this is our roster, man. It's going to be a interesting one. It's going to be a very... Oh, my God. Look at the D's on the offensive line. It's going to be a very tough rebuild. Rebuilds that you have to commit to building offensive line right away are never easy and or particularly fun in the opening stages because, you know, everything runs through the offensive line in the sim. We need to build up this O-line badly. I don't see anyone on this O-line that's a long-term option. Beacham's the highest overall, and he's 30 pretty much. So... he's 30, and he's the most undersized tackle I think I've ever seen. So, looking at the offense, what we have in terms of long-term options is, how old's Crowell? 25. We can get him to develop. In what world is Isaiah Crowell an elusive back? I don't get that one. But we have Sam Darnold. We have our quarterback. Robbie Anderson's nice. I've seen him go up into the 90s. He's 25. Good speed guy. Will be fun once we actually pop in games and start playing. But I think we debatably can say that there's... Ooh, Nunwa. We can make a Nunwa an 80. Make him a possession. How old's he? Is he under 26? He's under 26. We might have two wide receivers that are salvageable on the offensive side of the ball. What's a Nunwa? 26. All right. We might have two guys that we can, you know, carry on for the remainder of the rebuild. But this offense is barren. Defensively, things look a little bit better. 81 base. When we look at long-term options, you got Leonard Williams. Yep. Tremaine Johnson's very expensive, and he's 28, so, I mean, he should be a nice little stopgap. But other than that, I think we got Leonard Williams. You got Jamal Adams, who's a monster. Perfect. This guy is a legit stud. He's a freak. We got Jenkins. He's 79, 24. All right, we may got something there. Avery Williamson coming over from the Tennessee Titans, 26, 84. Got something there. Maybe we can turn around Duron Lee's here. I mean, he's a good user. Don't know how well he's going to develop. Not a scheme fit. We got Marcus May from the Florida Gators. They have good safeties. They have good safeties in Leonard Williams, and, you know, the linebacking core could be worse. Still, going to be a tough rebuild. Let's get into it. Here we are at midseason, thereabouts, and we're 4-2. We have a better record than the Vikings. I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. In real life, I think Todd Bowles is one of the most underrated head coaches in football. Last year in real life, the Jets might have had the worst roster on paper I've ever seen. And how many wins did they get? 4, 5, 6 wins? Something crazy like that. Todd Bowles deserves a lot more credit than what he's given. We are tied for first in the East. Looks like it's going to be a dogfight in the East this year. But, I mean, crazier things have happened. But looking at contract extensions, Robbie Anderson's probably our best skill position player. He's coming back. McClendon, we're kind of in an awkward spot there because we don't have an immediate replacement. I will draft a D-tackle. There's a couple interesting options, especially out of the Clemson University variety. Curse will come back. We'll look at, I mean, there's just a bunch of guys that aren't really worth this kind of money, but I don't want to be so depleted that we have no one to really field. So Anunwa, I mean, pretty much anyone that's over 29, those got to walk. I know Bilal Powell's been really, really productive with the Jets. Pretty underrated. Just not going to work out. Scrine, maybe we'll bring him back. Andrew Anderson's not bad. I mean, 80, 27. Could be worse. Man, there's just a lot of uninspiring re-signs here. The three clear-cut to me, though, are the wide receivers: Anunwa, Curse, and Robbie Anderson. Interview number 1 is here. We did not make the playoffs, but again, for a team that's record was, you know, at least base overalls, was pretty shit. 6-10, I'll take that, considering I've been, you know, a 90-plus team that's been a game away from the Super Bowl and finished with a worse than 6-10 record the next year. I'll take that. So looking at how we've actually done, Darnold's developed very nicely. Now up to an 80 overall. His dev trade hasn't gone up any, which kind of stinks a little bit. But look, he got up. Well, spoiler alert, offensive rookie of the year. I wish they brought that back. When you win a rookie award, you get a dev trade, because him getting a star dev would do wonders for this rebuild. Rodney Anderson's looking nice. Nothing really outside of that on the offense. Defensively, we got some players coming along. Tremaine Johnson only got 1 skill point, went up +2. I'll take that. We got Anderson into an 80. Leonard Williams is almost a 90. Should be a 90 by early next year. Both safeties developed nicely. Jamal Adams into that 90 tier. Pretty much the only disappointment, I would say, is Avery Williamson. Did not develop a whole lot this year. I was kind of hoping him to get up in that high 80s range, but it is what it is. Looking at our stats on the season, Sam Darnold, not bad at all. Almost 4,000 passing yards, 29 TDs, 6 picks. I'll take that out of the project quarterback out of USC. Running the ball was dog shit. Receiving, Jermaine Kearse, 91 catches, 900 yards, 2 TDs. Rod B. Anderson, 760 and 3. Eric Tomlinson, who? Eric Tomlinson, who? We're going to call him ET Phone Home. 70 catches, 760 and 7. He was like a 70 overall tight end. I'll take that. Lots of 7s. Anunwa, 870 and 9. Not a bad year at all. Defensively, no one over 100 tackles. We got 8 sacks, 15 TFLs from Leonard Williams. Not a bad year from Malden, who knows? Whatever. 13 TFLs, I'll take it. Good year from Williamson too, 6 sacks. I'll take that as well. 2-pick screen. Okay, like there's a bunch of hey Jets, get less players on your team whose name can be said different ways. No one in the MVP race. Offensive player of the year in the AFC went to Le'Veon Bell. Sam Darnold, number 8. I like seeing that. Do we see any other? No other rookie quarterback, so he's the best of the bunch thus far. And we do know that Baker Mayfield develops into a monster sooner than later. Defensive player of the year went to Ryan Shazier. Offensive rookie of the year, Mr. Sam Darnold. Very nice. Defensive rookie of the year went to Tremaine Edmonds within the own division. We had no one. I don't even know. Who else do the Jets have as rookies? I want to look. I literally cannot name their draft class. They got the Canadian. They have a Shepherd from Canada. Nate Shepherd way down there. All right, whatever, man. Sam Darnold era. Let's go into the offseason and try and at least build up this offensive line a little bit. First year free agency, nothing crazy. Just looking at adding depth. Tyler Kroft at starting tight end coming over from the Bengals. 79. He's really close to a scheme fit. Why not? And then Brian Poole, Florida Gator bias. Trevor Williams is there again in the secondary, and he looks like he's going to be the guy that, like, everyone wants to sign every year because he's damn good. And we've signed him, I think, already in 2 rebuilds. So I'm going to resist doing that, and we'll go after Brian Poole and see if we can develop him. First round of the draft, we're at pick 5, so it's pretty much wide open. We didn't get Brian Poole in free agency, so I think we're going to go Greedy Williams here. Devin White's nice. I'm not going to lie, the pick that I kind of wanted to see if I can get was Nick Bosa, but of course he's already off the board. Devin White looks so nice, but we already have Williamson. We have a clear, they do run 2 linebackers. We have a clear, like, dominant starter, like the guy that can carry the load. In the secondary, there's not a whole lot there, so we're going to go with Greedy Williams. Out of LSU, 80 superstar, number 1 ranked. I mean, you still can't trust the draft analysis. It's still kind of bugged, but welcome to the squad, Greedy Williams. Flex on him. With our second round pick, we got to go best offensive lineman available, and that is Martez Ivey from the University of Florida, 74 quick. Come on. I should have been maybe a little bit more Gator biased than that. We've been hesitant on this pick. I had a feeling he'd still be here in the 3rd round. We're going to do it. Ooh, Montez Sweat is interesting. Not a scheme fit whatsoever, though. So we are going to select Bryce Love, running back, Stanford. 77 quick. Welcome to the squad. Oh, right on. Devin Bush, Michigan, superstar. Yes, it's my draft class. Did not remember this. I always wanted to make it a little interesting. Well, there you go. Undersized Devin Bush got slept on. We wait to the 6th round. My God. Darren Lee's on the chopping block. So here's my draft board. We finished with 2 superstars, and we got a guy that's a superstar name. So first round, like I said, Greedy Williams. Got Martez Ivey. We got Bryce Love from Stanford. What is he, quick? Oh, I thought he might have had a star dev. And then out of nowhere in the 6th round, Devin Bush, the linebacker from Michigan, 73 superstar. Not a scheme fit, whatever, man. I just wanted, we only had 2 linebackers on the roster. I was like, all right, let's take a shot in the dark here. Wow. That's a real good draft class. considering that we whiffed on, pretty much all of our big name free agency attempts. So let's get into year 2. All right, year 2's here, and we are pretty goddamn optimistic after that draft that we're going to be better. We'll make Bryce Love. Actually, this could be a hot take. We're going to make Bryce Love our starter, which kind of sucks because no running back, for whatever reason, starts to do good for me until like year 5 of rebuild, so it could hurt his confidence. Don't care. Want that XP. Offensive line is drastically different. We have Bo Ben Schwale, draft pick, starting at left guard. Gray, late draft pick, starting at guard. Martez Ivy, I think he was our second round pick, starting at right tackle. New tight end in Croft, who we got via free agency. Looking at defense, we're going to move Bush into middle linebacker and Darren Lee outside to see if that can work. Maybe salvage the career of Darren Lee a little bit. Grady Williams will start at corner. Already got 1 skill point, up to an 81. This is pretty much the rest of the team. Still not the best. We're still a 76 overall, which is probably the worst overall team so far going into year 2 of a rebuild that we've done. But I'm going to be really proud when we make the playoffs with the Jets, probably in year 5. Season of year 2, coming off a week 8, just stomping from the Dolphins, who are 7-1. What? Our tackles are hit with the, they're not very confident right now. But I will say Sam Darnold's already got up +2 in the year. That's ultimately the only goal really for this offense for the time being. Is now that we have Bryce Love in the mix, try to develop both these guys as our cornerstone pieces. Defensively, Greedy Williams, anytime you get a superstar dead player, they're going to develop really quick. So Greedy Williams is already up to an 85. Devin Bush up to a 76. I think that's +3 for both of them. Woo! Feeling good about this defense. Let's talk about some contracts. Leonard Williams absolutely needs to come back. Most talented player still on this defense. I think Jordan Jenkins needs to come back too. Very underrated linebacker. I don't know if he's an 81 in real life. I feel like I've never really heard his name up a lot, but I don't watch a lot of Jet games. This punter has actually been a decent punter for us, so we'll see if we can lock him up for the remainder of the thing. Oh, a punter's betting us over? Lock Edwards? You freaking greedy Irish bastard. See if that gets anyone triggered in the comments like it did the last rebuild. All right, Darren Lee, absolutely giving him a fresh breath of life on the left outside linebacker. Seems to be taking the most of that opportunity. And other than that, man, we're going to take all of our money, we're going to bag it up, and we're going to bring it to free agency. Here we are at season's end, and first thing that jumped to the board, hey, nice little end of the season. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, finished with a 8-8 record from where we were. I will take that. On the offensive side, we got some development out of Bryce Love. Some development. Darnold will definitely eclipse that 85, which I think is like the first entry tier you want to get your quarterbacks into in the sim anyways. Offensive line, it developed a little bit. I think everyone's in a C. We had a couple of ugly D grades when we first took over the Jets, but here's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Greedy Williams got 7 skill points. I have never seen in any of my rebuilds more than 3. And 3 is when I win like MVP or some shit. So I don't know what happened. I was like looking at this. I want to go see the stats because I was like, all right, 7 skill points. He's going to be like a 94. Look at this. DB of the year, interceptions leader, Pro Bowl appearance. I was like, oh, good God. What are these numbers? What kind of numbers are we working with Greedy Williams here? So looking at Darnold, we'll start there. 4,000 pass yards, 25 TDs, 12 picks. That's acceptable for this given point, considering our offense is still a work in progress. Running the ball, again, I already knew this. I said at the very top, it was going to be tough sailing for Bryce Love. Any development is fine because, I have yet to see a running back do well at all until year 5 when my offensive line is rocking and rolling. Receiving, we got 90 catches, 900 yards, 6 TDs from Robbie Anderson, 703 from Curse, 1,000, our first 1,000-yard receiver, and 7 TDs from Anunwa. Great year from him. Croft, 650 and 3, not bad for what we paid via free agency. Life chipping in for 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, so that gives him 1,000 yards from scrimmage and 5 TDs. That's acceptable for a third-round pick, I think. Defensively, let's see what we got here. Oh, my God. 113 tackles, 8 TFLs, 6 sacks, 3 picks from Devin Bush. He's a god. 8.5 sacks from Jordan Jenkins. Look at that. 7 picks from rookie Greedy Williams. I hope to God we get some of this production in the... we're controlling him, but we have him in the Toronto Huskies franchise. I hope we can get some of that production. That's what he's doing in the sim. Good God, man. Looking at the yearly awards, MVP went to Carson Wentz. No surprise here. In the AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. We had no one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Jatavis Brown with Devin Bush coming in at 10. I guess there's no love for a guy with 7 picks. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Justin Herbert. Nope. The logic has been better this year. It's been much better this year. But every now and again, oh, the Ravens have Lamar Jackson. Oh, let's just go out and draft a quarterback. Oh, the Broncos, Royce Freeman. Let's go out and draft a running back. But Bryce Love coming in number 4. I think we will go ahead and we'll take that. On defensive rookie of the year standpoint, went to Devin. How did Devin? I still think Greedy Williams should have got it. But either way, I'll take it. We have some 2 studs. Our 2 superstars that we were able to draft went off. And let's just get the confirmation. Best DB in the whole damn league. Greedy Williams, a.k.a. Darrelle Revis 2.0. So we're going to have some fun by spending all this XP real quick. Spending all these skill points. I have so many. I'm not going to show you guys. It'll take 5 minutes. But this is definitely a team that's trending in the right direction. And by the time we spend all those skill points, we'll probably have a 90+ rated defense, which in all honesty is kind of like the reputation of the Jets. Like last time Jets were good with Rex Ryan, they were defensive first. And it looks like we're starting to do that again. All right, so in free agency, we're going to spend a little bit. Sterling Shepard coming available from the New York Giants, 26, 88 overall. Not really a scheme fit yet, but I think maybe 1 or 2 upgrades in, he will be said scheme fit and be our premier wide receiver along with Robbie Anderson. And then we're looking at Byron Jones, the converted safety, now playing maybe at his more natural position at corner. Let the Dallas Cowboys, 83-27. You know, unfortunately, it does look like Tremaine Johnson's probably has his best years behind him. Luckily, Greedy Williams is a freak of nature, so Byron Jones should be able to come in and really solidify our secondary. So Sterling Shepard basically told me to go fuck myself, so I'm telling the league to go fuck themselves. We're going to bring in Jalen Ramsey and instantly make the Jets secondary the best secondary in the league, without a doubt. All right, so after signing Jalen Ramsey in free agency, here was our draft, and we had a big-time problem with the first-round pick. I was setting up my draft board, and then my controller died, and I have no way of, I don't know, I have no idea. I'm going to have to learn how to use the keyboard in these situations, because it's already happened in one of my gameplays, actually one of the rebuilds that we ended up losing. So we ended up drafting Jimmy Hall, this wide receiver, 75 quick, not the guy I wanted, but he was on my short list. I mean, that's not bad at all, but for a first-round pick, for me, someone of my standard, 75, not good enough. But then I was able to go in the second round, get this 77 normal dev scheme fit tackle, who's going to be our day 1 starter, which we made Alaric Jackson from Iowa, who's definitely going to be one of the top tackles in the 2020 draft. And then in the third round, luckily enough, the wide receiver I did want was still there. 79 quick dev, which we made Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama. Scheme fit as well. The rest of the draft was not too bad. 74 tackle that will probably just, you know, more so moving around the offensive line wherever we need depth. 75, another, man, this is just a strong wide receiver draft class. I was like, whatever, man, this guy here, 6'5", I think he had a 4.4 something 40, 90 speed, great mismatch. Then we were lucky enough to hit out on a 70 corner in the last round, but you know, not a bad draft class at all. Clearly, we wanted a wide receiver. We missed out with Sterling Shepard, and we had to compensate a little bit in the draft, but I think we are ready for a very impactful year 3. Year 3 is here, and just like that, we have turned the Jets' defense in particular to one of the best, if not the best defense in the league. Our offensive line is a work in progress. Jackson, our second-round pick, is going to start at tackle. Naseke, I think our 5th, 6th-round pick, will be starting at right guard. Definitely need to see a lot better development out of Martez Ivey, who was a second-round pick 2 years ago. We need better production. Wide receivers look nice. Great on Robbie Anderson, Quincy Anudwan, Jerry Jeudy, our rookie, Bryce Love at running back. Darnold's up to an 84. I think once we get that 85, this offense is going to be tweaking. 91 defense with, I could probably say, the best secondary that we're going to have when this rebuild is all said and done. We got Jalen Ramsey. We kind of almost a panic buy, but what a panic buy it is. We got Greedy Williams, who's already up to a 94. Like, this is the scariest secondary. We got Byron Jones. We still got Tremaine Johnson, who's, let's be honest, is going to get cut after this season. So we fear some cap space. Jamal Adams. Like, there's a legit shot. And by legit, I mean it's probably going to happen. We're going to have 3 out of 4 secondary players in the 99. So 81 base. What were we, 8-8 last year? Definitely want to see better than that. Come on, Todd Bowles. Scheme up something, bro. Get us to the playoffs. Midway point of the season-ish, we're 3-3. Not, I mean, maybe not exactly where we want to be, but we are second in the AFC East, so that is saying something. Only 1 game behind the Dolphins, and it looks like the Patriots and Bills are trying to see who can suck the most. So from that standpoint, we're looking all right. Looking at our contract extensions, better believe Jamal Adams getting hit with that Insta contract. Hopefully, we can get him locked. Same with Avery Williamson. Come on, dude. This is the core of our defense. Marcus May, yes, sir. Step on up, Marcus May. Oh, come on, you cheap Florida Gator. We'll be able to hammer out a deal with you, though. And other than that, yeah, goodbye, Crow. Season's end, I sim every single week so I can spend the skill points. We had the playoffs in our lock, and we lost the last 3 games in a row. And tied upon the top of the AFC East 8-8, the Dolphins got in, man. That was so frustrating. Look at this shit. We handle business down the stretch. 3 straight loss. We win one of those games, we're in the playoffs. So that was really frustrating. But I will say, man, some good production. I mean, the defense is scared. We got the double 99 at corner in Greedy Williams and Jalen Ramsey. Adams was very, very close. But then when you look here, we got a +3 to Sam Darnold. We got a +2 to Jerry Jeudy. And when I was looking at the progression history, I was like, all right, Jerry Jeudy, Offensive Rookie of the Year, got the star dev increase, so he's getting ready to probably, you know, get up to that 85 next year early. And I was like, whoa, shit, Sam Darnold with the +3. What happened with Mr. Sam Darnold? Oh, quarterback of the year. Oh, dev trait increase. What? Thank you very much, game. Maybe it's not all so bad as we get ready to wipe our wounds and head into year 4. But look at that from Darnold. Are you kidding me? 4,500 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, 8 picks. That is arguably the best season we've seen so far. Now, I can't have Madden go to the normal Madden 19 so far. As everything, you know, even though our record was dog shit, we lost the last 3 games. Everyone's playing really, really well. And then the next year, everyone's terrible again. I found like that happens more often than not. Hopefully, this is just the Jets' new norm. That is an exceptional year from Sam Darnold. We broke 1,000 yards here with Bryce Love. Very nice. Wide receivers, Anunwa, 94 catches, 1,100 yards, 10 TDs. Anderson, 809. Jeudy as a rookie, almost 1,109. Croft, 704. Bryce Love, almost 550 and 3. So that's 1,500 yards in scrimmage. 9 touchdowns from Bryce Love. Totally acceptable. Defensively, Devin Bush on the team, 109 tackles, 6 sacks, 105 tackles from Greedy Williams. No interceptions to speak of because he's a shutdown corner. Sacks could definitely be better. I'm definitely a little bit underwhelmed with what kind of production we're getting from Leonard Williams, but the TFLs are there. And on the interception front, only 2 picks because you can't complete passes against our defense. Looking at the yearly awards very quickly, MVP went to Ezekiel Elliott. Sam Darnold coming in at number 5. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. Sam Darnold at number 2. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. Devin Bush coming in at 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Jerry Jeudy. Beautiful. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even think we drafted anyone on the defensive side of the ball. So great season from Sam Darnold. Let's hope year 4 we're going to be a playoff team. We're going to have 2 cracks at winning 2 Super Bowls with the Jets. Agency, hey, we got a bunch of money yet again because we have yet to have to pay Sam Darnold. So maybe a little frivolous. Keenan Allen, 98. He's 29. I just feel like Anunwa, we could definitely cut Anunwa. It's almost half the contract we'd off Keenan Allen. We don't get him, though. It's no skin off our back because Anunwa did produce last year. And here's going to be the interesting one. Ndamukong Suh. Not sure yet where he's going to fit on the D-line. He's old, but we kind of have a hole here. We have Bo Allen, old Philadelphia Eagle here at D-tackle. I think Suh could fill in there. If not, we have an open spot at right defensive end that I think would be interesting to see how Suh would play as a D-end in a 3-4. All right, we're a little disappointed that we didn't get Keenan Allen. We did get Suh, so then we just jump back in. David Njoku, who is maybe my favorite tight end in this year's game. You know, I think we've already used him once before. I don't care. He is so overpowered, especially once we actually have to get in and play. And then we'll get Shaq Lawson here at defensive end, and we'll keep Ndamukong Suh at D-tackle. Let's get in, have a really, really good draft, and then there's no stopping us from getting in the playoffs year 4. Looking at our draft, you know, it was all right. We needed a new starting center bad. I hate drafting a center in the first round. But it could have been a lot worse. 78 quick, scheme fit, ticks a lot of boxes, a couple 70s on the O-line. 75 outside linebacker here a little bit later. It does sting the pick that I wanted because he's not going to play. Man, we have Jenkins and we have Darren Lee, but you can do this. Is actually kind of cool. This guy, Justice Atkins, he was like so close because he had A- tackle, A- hit power, was still available. As you can see by his stats there, he would have been a great player for us. But sometimes you got to go for your needs. We got a new center. Let's hope everything works out. As we start the season, team's looking better. It's looking better. The offensive line, we used to be all C's. Now it's all B's. 88 overall. David Njoku at tight end is a big gig for this offense. You had Bryce Love breaking 1,000 yards. Rodney Anderson, Jerry Jeudy, and Quincy Anunwa was a pretty well-rounded wide receiver core. 85 base. We're now at 88 overall. 85 base offense. Defense is a 97. I firmly expect us to get that 99 at some point this season. Bush is actually overtaken Williamson as the #1 linebacker on the team. I hope we can hit that 99 for Jamal Adams, just so we can have the little threesome, the three-way, if you will. Shaq Lawson's an 81 DN, so actually an upgrade over Henry Anderson, who we had there last year. It's good, man. This defense is really good. This is a play. Obviously, look at that. This is obviously a playoff caliber team. So, knowing Madden, I'm fully prepared to get like 4 or 5 wins this year. Midway point, and man, we're 3-1. We've lost 2 in a row. It's middle. I mean, we're still in the AFC East, which is good. But I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of these rebuilds having just like I should just sim to the first 4 years, knowing that they're not going to do shit, and then accept the fact that year 5, I'm gonna have to take them over and try to help them win. We got to talk about some contracts, which is Sam Darnold. He's playing very, very well. Locked him in right away. Very expensive. Dominican Sue's pretty. A lot of these guys are actually kind of expensive. But we actually don't have. Sue's a mercenary anyway. We'll let him hit the market. Anunwa is. He got that star dev, man. He's been playing well for us. I'll see if he takes that. If he doesn't take this deal, then he's a greedy motherfucker. And he'll take it. I'll say. We're not going to badmouth him then. All right, that does it for in-house signings. We got to make the playoffs, but it's tough this week. 7-0. Deshaun Watson, a.k.a. Mr. MVP, and the Houston Texans. All right, we made the playoffs. I will take that 10-6. It's the wild card. It's going to be, the hard way if we want to get it done, but I'll take it as we did win the AFC East. Post Tom Brady AFC still trash. At least the Jets are able to get out of that funk. Sam Darnold on the year, 3,900 passing yards, 34 TDs, 8 picks. Beautiful. Having pretty much as much success with Sam Darnold as I had with Baker Mayfield. Here's hoping the same will be. Well, we already saw Lamar Jackson didn't really do a whole lot because for whatever reason, QBs don't run the sim. But when we do the Cardinals with Josh Rosen, maybe Mason Rudolph with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so on and so forth, those guys will have similar success. Running the ball, we did not break 1,000 yards, Bryce Love, but he is a two-way back, so I assume with the receiving yards, this season will look pretty nice. 360 and 4, so that's 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. It's about normal. I'll take that. Anunwa, 876 and 8, 660 and 8 from Njoku, 905 from Robbie Anderson, 904 from Jerry Jeudy. So again, not the Patriot approach, the Philadelphia Eagle approach. No 1,000-yard receiver, but collectively the unit is good. Defensively, Devin Bush led team with 102 tackles. We got 12 sacks, 13 tackles for loss from Shaq Lawson. We brought in via free agency on the cheap, to be completely honest with you. No one else was bidding on him. What a get for us. 12 TFLs, 10.5 sacks from Leonard Williams is nice as well. Interceptions, 5 picks, Jalen Ramsey, 2 from Greedy Williams, 2 from Byron Jones, and a couple singles for the best damn secondary I've ever had in a rebuild. Look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Le'Veon Bell. AFC coach. Oh, wait, did we get coach of the year? Did Todd Bowles get it? Of course not. AFC offensive player of the year went to Le'Veon Bell. Sam Darnold coming in at number 6. Defensive player of the year went to Ryan Shazier. Good for him. Offensive rookie of the year, we had no one. Defensive rookie of the year, we had down there. Okay, not a lot of individual success, but don't matter. I'll trade Jets making the playoffs, just my team in general making the playoffs over that. Every given year, we take and host the 8-8 Tennessee Titans in the wild card. Let's get it. All right, let's go, Gang Green. Get the job done. I don't know who Titans quarterback is. Don't care. They shouldn't get a single damn point against us as we're up 7-zip. Settling for a field goal. Never great, but our defense has been looking pretty. Pretty in the mouth area. 17-0. This is an interesting team, man. This is like... Obviously, we're playing in a Madden world here with the Jets team that we've been able to build. But, man, it's good to know that Sam Darnold has actually developed. Because I've seen a lot of times when I'm not playing the Jets, you'll just see Sam Darnold, like, not play it off or get dropped, or the Jets will draft another quarterback. Like, some of the faulty AI logic. If I swear to God, if we choke this game away, come on, finish it. There we go. I like to see the success of Sam Darnold. Not always the case in a rebuild of the Jets. Sam Darnold, very nice on the day. 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, out-dueling Marcus Mariota. Robbie Anderson, 10 catches, 135 yards, as the Jets are moving on to the AFC divisional round. Gang Green back in action as we take on the Houston Texans in the divisional. Much closer matchup, so we're definitely have our work cut out for us, but our defense should flex once again. Let's battle of defenses. Come on, there we go. Jets are on the board first to make it 7-zip. We do know Deshaun Watson is pretty much a sim god. So anytime we can put points up on the board, we're going to need to, because even our defense will struggle stopping Deshaun Watson, as the second half is looking all Houston Texans. Our offense is sputtering. It is our first playoff appearance, so we have some jitters, but we have the lead with 2 minutes to go. Okay, here we go. This is our defense. 99 defense, best secondary. Watch it be like an instant touchdown for the Houston Texans. Oh, we're going to overtime, baby. We have the ball. Oh, we choked it. We had the ball in overtime. We had everything in our hands, and we choked it. I mean, our defense played good. We held them to a field goal. It's not like they burned us for a touchdown. That kind of sucks. But at least, you know, for the saying in the biz, we popped our cherry. 256 yards, 2 Ds for Sam Darnold. Robbie Anderson was clutch throughout the playoffs. Another 100-yard day from him. Clearly, our run game was not working well because our offensive line is the glaring weakness of the team in general. We learned a lesson, man. We're going to year 5, Super Bowl or bust. What else is new? But I feel confident with the direction this team is going that we have a Super Bowl run in us. So let's get through the offseason, have a quick turnaround, and dominate year 5. Final free agency period. This would be awesome. We need a new D tackle. We just had Ndamukong Suh on a 1-year rental. So Vita Vea from the Bucks became a free agent. He's a 99. He's a scheme fit. We got Lane Johnson, who will definitely be our starting. Well, actually, I don't know yet where we're going to have him, but it's Lane Johnson. He'll probably up the strength of everyone else on the team. We'll bring back Lachlan Edwards as our punter, but actually, I want to make sure we get Vea. Like, this is our last year. Salary cap matters because, you know, it's a realistic rebuild, but for a target like this, if you have this much money and you know this is your window, you got to flex on them. So let's get Vea. This defense going to be, I think we can say it's the best defense. We've had actually a couple 99s, but I think this defense is the best of the rest. And by best of the rest, I mean best of the best? What? Anyway, we got Vea and Lane Johnson. Beautiful. Now, I just don't know where we're going to play Lane, at left or right. But look at this defense, man. My God. 1, 2, probably be a 99. 3, 4, 5 99s. Not like this is a filthy defense, man. Offense not too bad themselves. Final draft recap, again, pretty damn good. First round. I don't know why there's so many dudes named Long, like from the random draft, but a good compliment here. Another receiving back, smash and dash, just real good carrying, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. Got kind of some guys here on the O-line. Got a backup in Hedgecock. Ha! And a punter. Let's be honest. It's the last draft. I don't really care. I just go for what guys look the best on paper that just, you know, reaffirms the fact that I am the draft king. Calling out Param Crow. Draft Wars. Where you at, dog? As we go into year 5, Super Bowl or bust time. So, year 5, you know what it is. Make the Super Bowl or we crash and burn. And I think we're ahead. I think we're 4-3 this year for wins and losses in a rebuild. A win being we win the Super Bowl and a loss being rage. Looking at our team here, offense, I think it regressed. I thought our offense was an 89 last year. I could be wrong. Feels like we're looking a little bit better. Anunwa definitely regressed a little bit, but we're looking, I mean, fire on all cylinders. We got Bryce Love, 83, Sam Darnold, 93. Everyone on the offensive line is at least a B with the addition of Lane Johnson, and Njoku's a 90. You know, offense looks good. Defensively, again, got to reaffirm, I think it might be the best defense we've had. I could be wrong. I mean, and you guys that are diehards, you may want to make an argument, but I think Jalen Ramsey, Greedy Williams, you got Byron Jones at corner 3. May and Jamal Adams, another 99. Vea's a 99. Leonard Williams, hopefully we can hit that 99 at some point. And this linebacking core is pretty goddamn filthy. Looks good, man. I feel good. I feel confident. This team, it's very rare I see 15-1. I think this team could have a chance to get said 15-1. But let's get into the year. Season's end, and we got that bye, baby. Jerry Jeudy up to a 93. Bryce Love, 86. Sam Darnold, 98. Maybe we can get that 99. Who knows? Offensive line is all on point, and Njoku's a 93 for a base 91. Defense is scary. Greedy Williams just banking points now. Perfect 99. Vea 99. 97. 99. 99. 93. And an 88. I mean, there are some holes here, but the fact that the worst guy, Darren Lee, on our defense is probably the best guy. He would be like the highest overall player on this, second highest overall player on this defense when we first started the rebuild. So, from where we started to where we began, another successful rebuild from a team-building standpoint. Here's hoping the sim feels the exact same way. So let's back-to-back AFC East championships. Looking at our stats, Sam Darnold's been a monster, man. Maybe my favorite rebuild quarterback so far. 4,300 passing yards, 38 TDs to 10 picks, because we already knew Baker Mayfield was going to be cheesy. Sam Darnold, I mean, he was 70, what, he started 76? We didn't know. We didn't know. He could have been the next Lamar Jackson. So I'm going to say right now, so far, through what, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, this rebuild 7 or 8, Darnold's been my favorite quarterback. Running the ball, under 1,000 yards with Bryce Love, because running this game is kind of frustrating. We got 1,000 yards, 7 TDs from Judy, 808 from Njoku, 808 from Robbie Anderson, almost 909 from Old Man Anunwa. Defensively, 113 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 picks for Devin Bush. 7.5 sacks, Jenkins, 7 from Shaq Lawson. We got 3 picks, Bush, 3 May, 2 Greedy, 2 Byron Jones, and a couple singles, because we're just shut down. No, they can't throw the ball against us. MVP went to Ezekiel Elliott, with Sam Darnold coming in at number 4. Coach of the Year, Todd Bowles. Very nice. Deserves it. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Sam Darnold, so that's very nice for him. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Shazier. Devin Bush, runner-up at number 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year with a Long Thornton. Nice. We have a really good two-headed backfield with Long Thornton, worst name of all time, and Mr. Bryce Love. A couple other dudes here. And no one on the defense side. Don't matter. Let's find out who is about to get bodied by the Jets by the hands of me and my team. And we are taking on and hosting the 9-7 Raiders. Buckle up, buckaroo. 3rd and 10 on the opening drive against the Raiders. Of course, it's snowing, and of course, they're wearing white, so it's a pain in the bitch to try to see what the fuck's going on here. But look at that, wide open, and Darnold makes the catch. Oh, what a completion. 83 with the rockabye baby. Jets opening drive. That's a touchdown, Jerry Jeudy. After a Raiders turnover. Very nice. Look at that, man. We're in good position here. 3rd and inches on the 1. C4 special time with Bryce Love. Kid should have more. Come on. Kid should have more than enough juice to get that in. No wonder I don't run the fucking ball. Oh, beautiful ball. Beautiful touchdown. Rodney Anderson. This one's starting to get out of hand, folks. All right, I feel we could probably sim this one out now as we're up 24-zip. The Raiders just are not handling the conditions well in the snow. I would like to see us maybe pitch a shutout to really flex and show just how good this damn defense is. Come on. 30-0. Oh, this is a shutout right here. Oh, don't ruin it. There we go. 30-0 to shutout. John Gruden. Old Chucky can't believe it. Look, Derek Carr happy on the sidelines as the Jets are heading to the AFC Championship game. Let's be honest, we're probably playing some variation of the Jags or the Chargers or the Jags or the Chargers. I don't know if any of you guys were paying attention to the ticker the whole game, but it's probably the Jags or the Chargers. But for the day, look at that, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns as Derek Carr is embarrassing in the sim. No matter what way you cut it, the Jets are moving on. Opening drive, of course. This is, you couldn't ask for a better matchup. Sam Darnold and the improved, turned around Jets going up against Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. I'm kind of actually hoping for a shootout here. We're on the board first. Touchdown to Anunwa.
He needs some milk.
Oh, you try to... Oh my God, that's the stupidest animation I've ever seen in Madden. Go in the end zone. Why does that happen, man? Oh. I mean, I want to shit on it just for being in Madden 19. It was in Madden 18 too. Like, oh, it's so dumb. Go to the end zone. Why is there that automatic, like, scripted bullshit animation? It's like, oh, look, he's tackled short. Whatever, we got in eventually anyways. All right, we're rocking. We're in the red zone, down 1. See if Bryce Love, he has like 5 yards. All he needs to do is get 5 yards here. Juke. And there's the, oh my God, man. Can't run. Can't run the ball. Save my life with the Jets team right now. So I gotta go from the 3. Let's try this again. No turnovers, C4. No turnovers. No, nah, we'll just keep the sack. After this Browns pass rush is ridiculous. Anthony Jennings, first-round prospect. They have Von Miller and Myles Garrett. What? Okay, Brownies. Brownies doing their own realistic rebuild, I guess. How they're building their teams here. 3rd and goal from the 8. Boom. Come on. Get in the end zone. Like, fight. Oh, I'm sneaking. I'm going for it. QB sneak. Don't give a shit. Gotta get the touchdown here. Don't give a shit. Gotta get the touchdown. Don't think they're gonna stop it. Let's trust in Sam Darnold. Oh, and they got the instant stop. Whatever. Fucking worth the gamble. Worth the fucking gamble. Because watch this. They're gonna score. Oh, they didn't. Cool. We're still all right. Oh, my. Get in the end zone for the love of God, man. I'm going to go no huddle just to try it, but the Browns have no timeouts. We'll just kick this field goal unless they get some cheesy blocks. But this, man, what is this goal line animation? Let my guy get in for the touchdown. For the love of God, thank you. But they had a chance now. They had 17 seconds. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to destroy this controller if they come back. Thank God they did not. Got the dub. You can't believe it. In the snow, the Jets are heading to the Super Bowl, and it looks like we're probably playing the Cowboys, which I'm actually starting to get a little bit annoyed with because it seems like a lot of times the Cowboys are making the Super Bowl, and we all know who's in charge of the rosters. Ooh, I want to be a game changer. Let's settle down there. But big-time win, man. Darnold out-dueled Baker Mayfield 340 yards to Baker Mayfield's 185 and 2 TDs. Jets, Jets. Get that fireman dude out of retirement. They go into the Super Bowl. All right. I'm going to do something a little faux pas, but because I just don't want to just go on a massive run of winning the Super Bowl, because we're on a winning streak right now. I think we've won our last 2 rebuilds. This Super Bowl, our final attempt, I'm going to play the moments and we'll Papa Bear it, which means we'll play the moments. Things get a little cheesy. If we keep getting to the red zone and taking field goals, we'll step in, but let's see if we can let the team do some work. We're taking on the Packers, which is nice, and I feel like, why do I feel like I'm going to regret this decision of letting the sim happen? I don't know, but come on. Let's make some plays. We're down 7-zip. Our offense is not scoring at all. Down 14-0, and oh my God, I regret doing this. All right, we're coming in. Oh, get in. Get in there! Man, we have got to have like the least ballsiest team in the red zone. And I'm done with the play of the moment. So we have 2 turnovers with Darnold, and our 99 defense is looking like dog shit. So we're gonna try our best to resolve this. I regret that decision very, very quickly. So now it's gonna be me trying to come back from a 14-0 deficit. We need a touchdown here, big time. Boom. Was that a touch? That was not a touchdown. Okay. That was weird. All right, let's try a little C4 special action. We still got a timeout in the bank. These have been about 50% successful. We got the block. Very nice. And we got in. That was looking really close, like we were going to get that goal line tackle animation that keeps us out of the end zone. But we're able to pull one back just before halftime. No, not happening. It's not happening. We couldn't really sustain any blocks. And we'll just let the sim do its thing, man. I don't know. I feel like if I won the Super Bowl, people would be saying, oh, gee, stop playing. So I tried to appease that crowd before they could even start speaking, and it cost me a Super Bowl, a really good team. Sim's bad, man. The Sim sucks this year. While there's lots of positives, plenty of positives for Madden 19, Sim might be as bad as it's ever been. I mean, you're not going to win them all. I get that. You're not going to win them all. And I think we did, pretty much establish Sam Darnold as the most talented quarterback in the history of the Jets. If we would have got that Super Bowl, you probably could have slid him ahead of Joe Namath. The team he built was freakishly good. I don't know, man. I don't have an answer. Maybe if you guys have feedback of how I should I always just fucking, if it's year 5, just play it and try to win it, or do you think we should judge by how many successful rebuilds we've had in a row? Like if we're on a losing streak, definitely play to try to get out of it. If we're on a winning streak, maybe rely more on the sim and see if we can overcome the odds from the sim and win it. I don't know. I'm looking for feedback. Let me know how you want me to handle that going forward. But still pretty goddamn annoying that we lost the Super Bowl this way. But thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of the Rebuilds. This is a timely rebuild, because Sam Darnold was announced as the starter of the Jets. And if this is maybe the future of the Jets, things are looking bright. So let me know in the comment section below what team you guys want to see in the next episode of the Rebuilds coming midweek. If you enjoyed the video and it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying Packers suck. Go Jets. Sim sucks.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, I never. Not me, I never. Not me, I never. I'm way too close.